HelpMeWithStats.com was used to create this tutorial that can help us visualize the sum of squares partitioning. Let's show how the total variability, sum of squares, gets partitioned into between groups and within groups. The table is color-coded for ease of use. The color scheme will become apparent as the table is explained. Let's begin by explaining the columns. The first column is the score. The second column is the mean of the scores group. The third column is the between group variability, which comes from the difference between the scores group mean and the grand mean. The fourth column is the within group variability that comes from the difference between the score and the mean of the scores in the same group. The fifth column is the total variability that comes from the difference between the score and the grand mean of all scores in the experiment. In our example, the scores in Group 1 are 0 and 2, which have a mean of 1. The scores in Group 2 are 1 and 3, which have a mean of 2. The scores in Group 3 are 4 and 8, which have a mean of 6. The grand mean of all scores is 3. Let's begin with the first score of 0. This score of 0 is in a group with a mean of 1. The between group variability for this score is the squared deviation between the mean of this scores group, 1, and the grand mean, 3. The between group variability for this score is 1 minus 3 squared equals 4. This between group variability is indicated by 4 green boxes. The within group variability for this score is the squared deviation between the score, 0, and the mean of this scores group, 1. The within group variability for this score is 0 minus 1 squared equals 1. This within group variability is indicated by 1 blue box. The total variability for this score is the squared deviation between the score, 0, and the grand mean, 3. The total variability for this score is 0 minus 3 squared equals 9. This total variability is indicated by 9 orange boxes. Here are all the calculations for the next score of 2. The between group variability for this score is 1 minus 3 squared equals 4 green boxes. The within group variability for this score is 2 minus 1 squared equals 1 blue box. The total variability for this score is 2 minus 3 squared equals 1 orange box. Here are the calculations for the scores in the second group. Notice that the between group squared deviations are both 1, because the mean of this group is only 1 unit away from the grand mean, 1 squared equals 1. Here are the calculations for the scores in the third group. These scores contribute the most variability because this mean is the furthest away from the grand mean and the scores are furthest away from the group mean. The bottom of the display shows the total between group sum of squares, 28 green boxes, and the within group sum of squares, 12 blue boxes. These two sources of variability add up to the total variability, 40 orange boxes. For more help with statistics, HelpMeWithStats.com is a free website that has more than 70 tutorials, as videos, or as self-paced slideshows. You can also learn how to conduct more than 60 statistical analyses by watching videos that show complete solutions, or by working through an unlimited number of examples using the step-by-step problem solvers. Finally, you can access a comprehensive stats textbook with more than 685 review questions. Thanks for watching. If you find these resources valuable, please share with your friends, teachers, and professors.